So, do you think alcohol should be sold freely in supermarkets, or do you prefer the system as it is now with the Systembolaget and the low alcohol level?
I don't drink alcohol myself, but I prefer the Systembolaget actually, because I think that if it were to be sold like in the supermarkets, it would be more easy access for like people who are underage to buy it and to get it. But the people who work in the Systembolaget, they have to check the ID card. If they think that somebody's under 30, they have to check or ask for it.
That's the same in supermarkets, I guess, actually.
Yeah, but supermarkets, they don't really care that much because Systembolaget, they only concentrate on alcohol. And if they were to go to ICA or Willys or something, they would just go like, yeah, whatever, you look. Because I don't think they would get that involved in the whole question. So
I think like you have if we have it through the government, we have I don't know what you call it, you have more choices to do, because if it ends up in a supermarket, then we only have room for like 5 or 10 different parts of wine and liquid.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because if I go to Holland or somewhere, you know, they don't have such a wine, they don't have so many options as we do in the Systembolaget. So that's the problem, I think. That if you want something special, it's harder to get it. And it's easy for the youngsters to get.
We like that.
Why?
Because when you weren't 20, you always had to find someone to go buy for you. It would have been easier if in all stores they sold it. It would have been a lot easier to get hold of it.
But you think they check less in stores? Or?
But the main thing about it that I like, if it would be like you can buy it everywhere, you didn't have to depend on like, I have to go to this place, certain place, this certain time. And like the only place you can buy it is up here and like far away now.
You gotta plan the whole day over it.
Exactly.
It's very easy to buy things in Systembolaget now, because you can ask people, you can read on the etiquettes. Perhaps you can't do that in a shop.
What do you mean, like the service is better in Systembolaget than the shop?
Yes, when going to buy.
So you'd say you like the system as it is?
And now when it's open even in Saturdays.
What's your favorite holiday in Sweden and why?
My favorite holiday in Sweden, I would say midsummer. Because of like the spirit. Everybody's happy at midsummer. Of course, there's a lot of heavy drinking going on as well, but it's like it's summer and everybody's celebrating summer. Everybody's happy and just the whole spirit of it all.
And how do you celebrate it?
If I'm in Sweden and if I'm in Uppsala, where it originally come from, I celebrate with my friends and family. Like, you do the classical thing, you dance around the midsummer pole or whatever you're saying. You eat the pickled herring and the potatoes, and you socialize and you gather everybody that you like and you just celebrate it.
Christmas, I think.
Christmas, and how do you celebrate it?
Vi firar med familjen. With the family. Vad ska jag berätta? Varför du firar? Vad vi äter.
You
have your own preparations for it. You know, you start a few weeks before and you buy presents and you decorate the tree and you know, you have this extra light in the window.
You know. Is there some special Swedish tradition? Because I heard it's like dancing around the Christmas tree or something would be really typical. Do you really do that?
Especially when you have small kids. Alone tradition. I like the Christmas tree and
Midsummer is good.
Same thing with dancing. We like dancing.
Dancing around things.
It's nice. You can go wherever you want.
New Year's usually is overrated.
I would say like midsummer or something. They're pretty much the same.
Which are pretty much the same.
Every holiday in Sweden. They're like.
I think it's usually true. It's you don't have to do anything, but everybody everybody goes out to take a drink.
Okay.
So I think I prefer that one.
Yeah, it's like 2 days after Christmas, or like one day after Christmas, it's like one big holiday in Sweden. Everyone goes out, have a drink.
Okay.
Same with Midsummer, same with Valborg.
Yeah. And that's how you would celebrate it? Just go out, have a drink, have a party?
Party.
Okay. No, also a traditional part of it? Or not really?
Nah.
I don't like the traditional party.
No dancing around the...
No.
Okay.
Midsummer.
Yeah? Okay.
Midsummer.
And how do you celebrate it?
I am always traveling to another country.
Yeah?
that week. Yes. But it's lovely in Sweden.
Out in the nature.
Okay, so you celebrated going out in the nature?
Yes.
Also the traditional dancing around the Bible?
And eating potatoes and shrimp.
Okay.
And vad heter jordgubbar? Strawberry.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, taxes are very high in Sweden. Do you think you're getting your money's worth?
Yeah, I do, because you pay taxes so the community will be better. You pay taxes so you don't have to... So there's like an open health care. Everybody has the right to be treated if you're sick or if you get in an accident. And I think I get my money's worth.
Okay, so you'd actually say you like paying taxes? Or
I don't like paying taxes.
No.
Nobody likes paying taxes. And if I had an option, do you want to pay taxes or don't you want to pay taxes? Then I would say, of course I don't want to, but it's for a good cause.
Okay.
So, and you get a lot of it back. So.
I always have an opinion. So.
Yeah, sure.
No, but definitely I think so. I think we need to take care of each other. And for me to pay taxes so the olders and the youngsters can have a good school or a good, ending of life. I think, the healthcare, everything that people, it shouldn't matter how much money you have on the bank account to be, to be able to, feel that you can take care of your family.
Yeah.
If your kid gets sick, you should be able to have the treatment that you need.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah?
I think for the hospitals and shit, we pay for that.
Yeah.
With our money. It's like, if the taxes weren't that high, every time you got sick, you had to pay a lot of money just to get sick, get healthy. It's like,
you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry that much about the insurance.
And if you lower the tax rate, it's like you don't get that much money, so you don't gain anything. But
Yes, I think that.
Yeah, please.
Tack, skatteläge. Om vi får valuta för pengarna. We have so small income.
So you don't pay so much.
We are nurses.
Okay.
Yes, and we have not high.
We don't pay high taxes. No.
Okay.
Because we earn a little money.
Yeah. I heard it's a strike at the moment. Something. That's why you're here.
Yes. That's why we are here.
No. But but would you say the state gives a lot back?
Yes. The schools and the hospitals and cleaning everywhere and I think we have